Welcome to tonight's portion of Blue Table Talk. I'm your host, Deborah Jones. I want to welcome my viewers here tonight as they come on tonight. Welcome you in on Blue Table Talk. We have an exciting gentleman here tonight, and he's right now he's doing a forum for at the courthouse, and he's going to come on as soon as he get on. And then he has another forum after this podcast, so we just going to have to respect the fact that he is busy tonight. Is one of his busy nights, but tonight we're going to have Joseph Trahan. So, and he's running for candidate for Texas State Representative. So he's one of the candidates for the Texas State Senator. I mean, representative. I'm sorry. So as we await his arrival, let's go ahead and get our housekeeping over with. So I'm always talking about COVID. COVID is declining, but lately I've noticed a lot of people have gone out with COVID, and so but we still need to do what CDC says: wash our hands, keep our distance, and wear our masks. We still need to do that. Hey, Maxine, thanks for coming in tonight. Thanks for coming in tonight. And so, but we still need to do what CDC says and do follow those three orders. But like I said, there are still some out. Still need to get tested. Their children are getting tested now. Now I think in a week or so, they're gonna have vaccines for 6 months old and up. So I mean, they're really trying to get rid of it, and we ready for the little normalcy. And what is that? Huh? I know, but we ready for that, and let's get ourselves together. We're still waiting for Joseph Trahan to come on tonight, and as he get himself together, I'm gonna try to go ahead and put myself in so I can see what's going on tonight with Joseph. Like I said, he's doing a forum right now at City Hall, and after he leaves City Hall, he's supposed to come on. He's supposed to come on with us, and after my show, he's going to have a forum with the 100 Black women. Yes, thank you, Maxine. Don't forget, early voting starts on Monday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. You go ahead and vote, and then go ahead with your little boo after you get through voting. And it runs through February 14th through the 25th. And after the early election day is March the 1st. So let's go out there and get ourselves together. Hey, Janice, that's my queen right there. And so after we get on, after we vote and everything, then because we got that choice. We have that choice to vote, and since we have that choice, let's get it together and let's vote. So we still, like I said, we're still waiting on our host tonight, our guest tonight, which is Joseph Trahan. So as he get your questions together, I need you to go ahead and get your questions together that you need to ask of him, because he's going to be our state representative. He's running for state representative. So we need to know what he's going to do out there and how he's going to take care of business. We had a great guy in office, Joseph Desatel, and he told us everything that was going on over there, what bill was being passed, what the legislature was doing, how the bills were going to the governor, and all kinds of stuff. He kept us abreast of things that was going on. Hey, Cheryl, thank you for coming in tonight. So we're still waiting for Joseph Trahan, and so like I said, he has an early engagement, and then he said he's coming on to the show, and afterwards, and then after he has a forum with the 100 Black women. Oh, I just heard something. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and do what we need to take some care of our business as we usually do. Anyway, so don't forget, guys, if you haven't registered for, it's too late to register to vote for the primary. You can wait until afterward, and then you can register for the actual election in November. But the primary voting ended January 1st. Registration ended January the 1st, and so let's do what we need to do. So let me see if I can text Joseph Trahan to see where he's located so we can get this going on, because I know he has to leave and he has to get off the show early. So let me go ahead and text him and see what's going on. I texted him earlier, and oh, I be working, I be trying to work this phone and don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, let me text Joseph Trahan and see what's going on with him. Anyway, we've already talked to several candidates already. We talked to Carol LeBlanc, who's running for candidate for the county judge. We spoke with Michael Cooper last week, and he's running for the governor of the state of Texas. So, and tonight is Joseph Trahan night. So, and he's a candidate for the state representative. We also spoke with Lisa Weber, who's also a candidate for the state of Texas state representative. And we need to get it together. While I'm talking, let me go ahead and bring this up. Good evening, Kathy. How are you doing? Thank you for coming on. While I'm talking, let me give this to you. Let's throw this at you. The Charles Paul documentary will be next February 18th. Now, this is a documentary that Lamar University LUTV has put on, and February 18th, there will be a documentary hosted by them. Also, it's titled "They Will Talk About Us." This is a Charles Paul story. And all you Bulldogs out there and you Panthers, you want to know about that Charles Paul story, because it's a story too. It's something you just need to. I would tell you more about it, but I want you to see what's going on. The tickets out there are $6, and children under $4, $6 for adult. Children under $4 is $4. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster, or it's going through the screen, or you can also get it at https:// tinyurl.com/4D5KYAVJ. Like I said, and also through Ticketmaster. So I'm gonna run that through for a minute so that you can see where you can get the tickets. And it airs on February 18th. And right after it's the Wiz. So a lot of people have said, I don't see it on the website. All I see is the Wiz. Well, the Wiz is coming right after the show, the documentary. But LUTV they did a great job, and you get to see yours truly in there. I'm a star. I'm just playing with y'all, but no, I'm for real. You need to see it. A lot of people are on there. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna check that Diana out. I don't know if she's let me check out Joseph Trahan and see what if he's still coming on tonight. Just give me 1 second. It's something when you're busy, right? I know. You got a lot of irons in the fire, but it's all good. Let us know that he's doing something. He said he's just finished speaking at the forum. Okay, let me say it to him. We are waiting. Anyway, so Kathy, Janice, and Cheryl, and Maxine, I hope you guys have questions tonight. Let's get this podcast going, whereas people ask questions and they want to know why you want to do this, or what's going on, or whatever your question is, how many questions you want to ask. Let's get to it. I always have my questions, to ask, because a lot of times I'm the only one that does it, but it's okay. It's all good. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for you. And so let's get on. He said he was gonna come on through his phone, and so when you go on StreamYard, it's a little thing you have to go through before you come to the shows. But we'll see. Let me see. Let me ask him. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, good, Kathy. Thank you. He's probably trying to get on. So let me stop the phone. He's probably trying to get on. Anyway, so if there anything you guys need to know about any of the candidates that have spoken, I can give you a small synopsis of it. Michael Cooper was great last week. You know, like I said, he's running for governor. He was great last week. He's telling us about his plans, what he's planning on doing for um, the state of Texas. Telling us how he don't agree a lot with what Abbott is doing right now, but you know that's what he's going to be there for, to help us out. Us, and I mean, I'm talking about the Texans. I'm not just talking about our nationality. Texans out on a lot of deals that has been pushed through, and one of them was about the women and their bodies. You know, you can't tell me about my body. I'm sorry. And to tell me what to do with it or what not to do with it, you can't tell me about that. So he's about to he's running for it's I think it's about to me I think it's about 8 people running for governor. I don't know. So but just keep praying. We'll have another governor pretty soon. Also, let's see, we had Lisa Weber, and she was very thorough about the school bills, and because she is an educator, and she is thorough, she was very thorough about that, about what's going on with the school bills and everything. House Bill 4545, and House Bill 365. She was very thorough about that, about the technology part of it, because she is a technology teacher, and the things that the legislature put through um, for technology, she was okay with that. She was cool with that. And like House Bill 4545, where they bring people in to help the students, she's okay with that. But you know, there are a lot of other things that need to be implemented in the school districts, and so she wanted to be there so she could be the advocate of what's going on as far as schools and other infrastructures, uh, um, and flooding and stuff like that in Texas, especially in our area. She was very thorough about that. So who else we had? Oh, that's probably all I had so far, thus far, because Joseph's coming on tonight, and I guess he said he's finished, and so we'll go from there. Just hold your horses. He'll be here. I have I trust that he will be. I hope that he will be. Maybe I might run for some one day. I'm be on time. Let's see. Anything you guys want to ask of anything that we've talked about lately? Just pose those questions out there. And as a matter of fact, if you have a question that you want to ask, go ahead and put it on the web right now, on the page right now, so that when he comes on, you know, we can ask about, or do you want to wait until he comes out so you can see what he's talking about? I mean, that would be cool. Y'all know I can't talk for an hour. If I was ready, I could do it, but right now I got my mind on something else. So let's see. I do know Joseph Trahan, and you remember he was the Democratic chairperson for Beaumont, and he done an excellent job with it. But he'll tell you about that. You know, he's grandson of our Howard Trahan, who was school board president for many years. So he understands about the school board. I know that because I'm sure he sat on his grandfather's and his grandfather, and his grandfather probably talked to him about it and stuff like that. So I know he understands what's going on in the school board. Also, like I said, he has done a great job with the Democrats, but I don't know who's sitting in there right now since he had to pull out. But we'll see when he comes in. He must have to I ain't gonna say it. Don't say it, huh, y'all? Let me see. Let's see where he's going. Let me try him one more time. He should be popping in. He said he just finished. Oh, he just finished. So that means he had to walk to his car. Right? I give him time. But he should be in his car by now. Let's see. Yeah, for those of you who know me, know I'm not good with these phones. Let me see if he said anything to me. No, let me call him again. He gonna miss all the good questions I need to ask of him. Because I have some good questions to ask. I might have to ask, oh, I don't have another person on here for this one for state representative. Because by next week I'll have Jess Prince. She's candidate for county clerk. But we'll see. You patiently wait. I really, really, really appreciate you guys for patiently waiting on Joseph Trahan. Good evening, Dolores. How are you? And thanks for coming in. I appreciate you guys for coming in and wanting to hear his platform. He has a great platform that I've been going over, reading about. So only thing I need for him to do now is to come on. Is to pop in. How many of you guys are registered to vote? And hey, April, thank you, April. He's not in yet, April. We're still waiting for Joseph Trahan to come in. He had a meeting prior to my engagement. I didn't find out till tonight. Then he have another meeting after the engagement. You think he went to the after the podcast meeting? No, it doesn't start till 7:30. You know me, I like to make jokes. But we're still waiting. We're still waiting for his arrival. Cheryl Chambers. Thank you, Cheryl. I will pose that question to him when he gets in. And on his arrival, he'll introduce himself and I asked him a couple of questions. And before I even ask him a question, before I get to my questions, I will get to you guys because you guys are very patient and waiting for him. And I appreciate that. That is a good question. And I better put my glasses on so I can read every bit of it. And as a matter of fact, Cheryl, you and I have the same thing in mind because one of them was about raising teachers' pay. Because I read when I looked up the bills, and I do a lot of research, and when I looked up the legislative, all the bills and everything, one of them was that the teachers was going to get like a $5,000 pay, the teachers and the staff. But we'll see. That was one of the bills. I don't know whether it's going to pass or what. If they even looking at it, you know, they're not worried. They're not too busy worried about our bodies than the teachers pay. But that's either here or there. So that's a good question. Anybody else want to pose a question before on the web before he gets here, and I can ask him when he pops in, because like I said, he will be popping in and out. So I'm be mindful of it. Hey Cheryl, how you doing? I'm be mindful of his time and let him know that we are we know you're a busy man and I appreciate him coming in tonight. But I wish great question. Great question. Great questions. That could have gone to the that could have gone, Kathy, that could have gone to the mayor as well. I mean not the mayor, the governor as well. But before it gets to the governor, it goes to them first and then it goes to the governor. He's the one that signs it off and everything. But that's a good question. Because our criminal justice system is whack. You know, I I had I had a chance. I witnessed someone in store just last week, and I shared it with one of my girlfriends. I don't know who I shared it with on here. That he was in the store and taking some donuts. And thank you. That's because Red is my last name. And he was taking some donuts. I mean, stealing them. He had a backpack. He just got out of school. That was Friday because the schools were let out early Friday. And so he had like 4 packs of those donuts, like the little white and black donuts, chocolate donuts. And he had like 4 packs, maybe 5. I don't know. I didn't count them. And the man in the store saw him and he stopped him, yelled at him, stopped him and everything. So I intervened. I said, is he hungry? Is he hungry? Because if he's hungry, I would pay for it. And so he said, no, he's not hungry. So I said, well, you need to ask him. And so he said, are you hungry? He said, no. And so he said, why are you taking? He said, I don't know. And so he told him, go put it back and don't do it again. So as the young dude approached the door, oh, okay, thanks. Okay, Cheryl. I told my sister about it. As the young man approached the door, I stopped him. I said, do you know that they're building jails for people like you who's just stealing donuts? And you could go to jail for I don't know how long, over $3 donuts. $3. Because they're building prisons with your name on it. Don't do it again. If you're hungry, let somebody know. I would pay. I said, I'll pay for the donut. Do you want them? And he said no. And so I really think he was more embarrassed at the time than he really wanted, because I don't know. Well, I don't want, when it gets to be 7 o'clock, I don't want to hold you guys up longer because he might be taking a breather. But the next forum that he'll be on, I'll be on that forum as well. I'm not going to ask him any questions. But anyway, so the young dude just left the store and went, I guess he went home. I don't know. But we've got to teach our children. We've got to teach them. I mean, everybody is our children. Back when we were growing up, it took a village to raise us. And that's the way it should be now. It's taking a village. If you see a child doing that, talk to them. Don't just shake your head. Talk to that child and see what's going on. But I'm like I said, okay, let's see, April. Yeah, I saw that. April. He did not. Oh, I saw that. Yeah. I'm gonna bring that up as well to him. If he ever come on, I might have to bring it up to myself. If he ever comes on. He's not answering the phone, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. but that's really not like Joseph Trahan. He's really a good person, and don't take this as him, not showing up to be detrimental, because he's really a good person, and also a man of his word. I've worked with him on several occasions, and so Maxine said we're supposed to get new voting machines. Okay, so that's cool. Now next week, Maxine, I will have Jess Prince on there, and Jess is candidate for county clerk. So she will tell us more about those voting machines that we're supposed to be getting and how they will be operating and stuff like that. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy. And so, but she'll tell us more. So bring that question up with Jess next week, and we'll see. So, what y'all think about gun control versus gun rights? What y'all think about that? Anybody want to say anything about it? You think that right, because anybody can get a gun right now? You think that's cool? I know the Second Amendment talks about our gun rights, but you think that's okay? So what do you think about it? Give me some feedback on that. Gun control versus gun rights, because I know I wouldn't be able to talk to Joseph about that, because his time he'll be on for like 30 minutes from now. Oh, Maxine said they need to regulate for those who have license. Yeah, but you don't have to have a license now. So you just go out there and buy a gun and be happy. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Because anybody can get a gun now. Now I don't know. Help me with this one, because I don't know if they put an age limit on it. But because of the fact, just yesterday, or was it today, there was another school upstate where a child brought the gun to school and was shooting at the kids in school. So, do they have an age limit on the gun where you can get a gun? Because the kids are still handling guns, taking them to school and whatever. So, what do you guys think about that? Let me bring this up. Let me bring this up. Kathy Wingate said, I don't think they will ever be able to control gun rights. No, they're not going to control it. I don't care what that Second Amendment says. They just going, the children going to go get the gun out their parents' closet, take it to school or take it somewhere else, and that's going to be it. He said that's why all this killing is going on. Age limit is 21 years. Why not Greg Abbott on your show? Oh, you told me to get Greg Abbott on my show. That's a good idea, because he got to November. I can try to get him. Thank you, Maxine. I mean, I like that when you guys tell me who y'all want to be on the podcast or whatever, because it gives me ideas about who I need to bring out here so that you guys can know. And maybe if I bring Greg Abbott, then everybody be trying to find out, ask a question about what's what, because a lot of people are mad at him. He said the age is 18. Yeah. Well, what about those 13-year-olds that's taking the guns to school? Was it yesterday when the teenager shot his brother or something like that, killed his brother? And I think the brother was a teenager, and the dude was younger than him. I'm not, I can't remember how that worked, but he shot him. I don't know what he was playing with the gun, but you shouldn't have a gun around where your children could play with it. You should have that shouldn't even be. Now, I'm gonna tell you, one day, my son, I was at church and I had my niece babysitting my children because I was at choir rehearsal. Everybody knows I used to be a choir director, so I was at choir rehearsal and everything, and I get a phone call and said, "You need to go home." And so I went home and found out that my son had shot a gun in the house. And so it was my fault. And I know it happens because I put the gun under the bed. And so I had to talk to him. I couldn't fuss at him. I couldn't just chastise him or whatever. I had to sit him down and talk to him about the gun and what, all the rules of a gun and everything, because it was my fault. That's how I know that you just can't leave these weapons around. And he went on the bed. I guess he said, "Oh, what's this? Let me see what's going on." He was in another room, and my daughter and my niece was up front, and they heard a pop, and they ran back to the back of my niece. Immediately called me and told me to come home, and told me that my son had shot a gun. But we can't do that. We can't do that, because he could have killed himself. He could have killed my niece. He could have killed his sister. He could, so we just can't leave these guns around, these weapons around. So even if it was a knife, can't leave those weapons around. You got to talk to these children about that. Anyway, nobody else thinking about it. It's after 7:00, and I apologize for Trahan not appearing on tonight's podcast. And I want to thank everyone who posed a question. Let me see. April, let me see what y'all said up here. Cheryl Chambers said, "Good evening. I was reading about some states looking at raising teachers' pay. Do you propose raising teachers' pay? Do you think it can help solve the teachers' shortage?" Maybe. Because a lot of but you know what? Cheryl? A lot of people not going to work because the government has spoiled them when they started giving all this money, unemployment. It lasted so long. It lasted so long, giving people unemployment checks and other funds. Whereas people feel as though I don't need to go to work. I'm making more money getting this, and then go to work. So I don't know. Oh yeah, we already said, what are your plans as it relates to criminal justice? Refund some. Where April says the state representative James Talarico filed a bill to help support teachers across Texas. House Bill 3580 will raise the minimum salary for teachers to $70,000 a year, but he didn't get any traction. That's for first year teachers. That's for first year teachers. That would be good. Now that would bring teachers in. You won't have a shortage then. I bet you won't have a shortage. But yeah, teachers are hard to find right now. Yeah, it was accidental, but still, he shouldn't have had that gun. Just like my son, he shouldn't have had that gun. It was accidental. Anyway, thank you guys for coming on tonight. I appreciate you guys as always. Don't forget, next week we'll have Jess Prince on. She is the candidate for county clerk. Also, don't forget about next week on February 18th. There will be a documentary hosted by LUTV. It's titled "They Would Talk About Us," and that's the Charlton Paula story. Um, it's hosted, like I said, hosted by the LUTV crew. The tickets are adults $6, children under 12 $4. You can get your ticket at Ticketmaster.com, or you can go to tinyurl.com/4D5KAVJ. It's at the Jefferson Theater, and don't miss it. It's great. It's great. If you go on my page, um, you can see some of the some parts of it, and you're not gonna see the whole thing now on the excerpts of it. So it's good. It was good. It was good filming it. Like I told you, I am part of it. So let's pack the house. It's at the Jefferson Theater. After that, I think they have. I don't know whether they're let because it's only 1 hour. It's only a 1 hour show. And after that, the Wiz comes. They're doing the Wiz. So I don't know if they'll dismiss you after that, or they ask you to stay and watch the Wiz. I don't know, because that's two things that they haven't on the same night, back to back. So I'll get more information about it when I talk to Gordon Williams, who is the teacher of the Daryl, a teacher and of the at Lamar University. And so let's get on there and see. If I can help somebody as I pass along the way, then I know that my living is not in vain. I appreciate you guys for coming on tonight. I want to make it up. I could give you an apology for Joseph Trahan not showing up tonight. Something could have happened. Who knows? And I know he'll get back in touch with me later on about not showing, but he will be on the 100 Women Forum tonight after this podcast at 7:30. And he did, like I said, he did a forum early at the courthouse, and then he texted me and said he was just leaving, but I don't know what happened, because he told me he's gonna get on his phone and do it. So, but it's all good. He missed the Blue Table Talk. You can't miss the Blue Table Talk. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. You know, as always, you are a jewel. Thank you, and smooches to you. Good night. Have a blessed and glorious night. Bye.